Hey guys, it's Laura, and today we're going to be working with Archangel Ariel. She is one of my favorites, and since we just had Mother's Day, we're going to do a creative, intuitive art piece with the Mother Archetype. And this is for everybody, okay? We all embody that energy in different ways when we're caring and nurturing others. Okay, so if you want to, get out your crayons, your markers, watercolors, acrylic, whatever you want to do. Okay, so first we're going to connect to Ariel. She's going to give messages. Then we will get to the art piece. And so you can put your hands on your heart and your stomach and feel into your feet, the back of your spine. We're bringing in Archangel Ariel. We're asking the guardian angels to place us in a sacred container. Asking Ariel to come in and work with us for the Mother Archetype. What would she like to say to us? And Ariel said she wants to calm people's nervous system real quick. So what we want to do is just breathe deeply in and out slowly. Feeling into your body, your back, whether it's against a chair, wall. Focusing on the back of our legs, our feet. Tuning into our throat chakra, our heart, our sacral and solar plexus areas, our root, third eye and crown. I'm here right now to tell you that everything is in divine order and there is a plan. And now Ariel is saying that she sees people with the other angels looking at how humanity is reacting to news on the internet or even people like me making posts. She sees a lot of fear coming out, and a lot of people are trying to project their reality onto other people. So an example of this she's given me is someone talking about negative stuff with the world, technology, how the government doesn't care about people, and people can agree or disagree with that. But she's saying sometimes there's like predictive things coming out. And she said, remember, you are all powerful creators. The source of all life is inside of you. You can create something better. It starts with you, is what she said. Not something outside of you, you and your everyday choices on how you react. And she said, are you going to feed the fire of fear, or are you going to bring in what you really want? Love, joy, connection, laughter. Now, Ariel said that connecting with other people is important, making new friends, joining clubs, and she wants me to give you an example. My son, he has had a hard time meeting people, and he's in his 20s. He has looked into joining different clubs and groups, but it's like people aren't fully participating. So it's been a struggle for him to find connection when a lot of people in his age range, not everyone, but there's a decent amount that are like this on a screen, and they think that that's all they need. They don't need to connect with people outside of that. and they're not really seeing their friends or engaging with people like they used to. So Ariel is saying that it's not just people doing video chats. It's like you have to be in physical contact. She said something about the eyes. When we physically connect to people, even if it's a stranger, okay? We're walking down the street, you make eye contact with a stranger, people smile, and then it's like your energy shifts. And even though it's like you don't know that person, it's important to have, I guess you could say, being around other people, understanding the human condition instead of being outside of it. She said, people are turning, you know how she went like this? Okay, this is your phone, your tablet, whatever. She said, people are turning into this phone and tablet, and they're losing their humanity. They're becoming cold, judgmental. Everything's a joke and a meme. And I think on the last one, the angel from the last video, I think that was Michael, talked about those types of things. Okay, so she said, if you could go out and do one thing for another human being without getting a reward back, that's what she would like. And you know, if people get readings from me, often their guardian angels and their spirit team will give them homework assignments. So Ariel's giving you a homework assignment. Do something nice for someone else without that reward. So an example may be, this is a simple, easy one that even I've heard about online. You're in line in Starbucks and you pay for the person's coffee behind you. Okay? Or, you know, like this also, when there was a lot of toll booths when I lived in Chicago, people would pay the toll of the person in front of them, and it would recreate this chain. So she's saying, get out there and recreate a chain reaction. And she said, not just to get likes and views and record it, okay? It's more about, you need some things. I know there's a lot of people, they work online now, okay? There's nothing wrong with like recording yourself doing that. But she said, find time to do it without having to share with people, oh, look, I just did this for someone. Because she said it's still going after, it's still getting a reward by getting the followers. Okay, so that one was a little deep there with that. But I'm sure everybody can relate to this on some level, because people are just recording each other like crazy. And I do have a story to tell with that real quick. Me and my family, we went to Branson, Missouri. We were at Silver Dollar City. And one area of that has like this steep hill. You know, I had to climb up that, right? And I was like this, huffing and puffing, going up the hill. And then I come to find out, I hear some kid going, I look over and they're filming me. So I may end up on the internet somewhere where people are making a joke and a meme about me huffing and puffing climbing up a hill at Silver Dollar City, okay? It may be up there, but I chose not to react in a negative way, okay? When I saw them do that, I saw them and they were like, oh my God, how's she going to react? And I was like, oh my gosh, I know I felt goofy doing it. So I just laughed along with them and we all started laughing. So I chose to see it in a better light, you know, but that's what we have to be aware of, is everywhere we go, somebody could be filming you and you could be the butt of a joke somewhere. And so that's where Ariel's like, have more compassion. Everything in your life doesn't need to be filmed. Have fun, okay? But do things in a way that brings joy and laughter to others. All right, and on that note, I'm going to get into some of the topics, okay? So today I want to explore the Mother Archetype, not just as motherhood, but as an energy. The part of us that nurtures and protects, creates safety, and helps things to grow. And for Mother's Day that just happened, I wanted to connect that energy with Archangel Ariel for that reason. So thank you, Ariel, for coming in. And she said, feel free to connect with her if you decide to do this intuitive art piece yourself and follow along. See what comes out for you and post it in the comments, or what you felt when you connected with Ariel. She said she's sending a blessing to everyone right now for their solar plexus, their power center. Okay. And then, so some people associate Ariel with feminine energy, financial stuff, helping with animals, nature, things of that nature. But I try to not do as many labels. I just wanted to give like a brief description. But she wants to help with people feeling grounded and feeling okay to express that mother energy. A lot of people are more protective of themselves, protective of their family, but they're not, I guess you could say, they're not sharing their strength in a positive light. Okay. So Archangel Ariel carries a grounded feminine energy, and she wants us to step into that mother archetype and bring about a positive change for the better. And so then that's why she talked about not forcing, not pressure, but the kind of energy that lovingly tends to what is trying to bloom. Okay? And going back to what I was saying earlier, Archangel Ariel is saying that she would like people to express, if everyone was more caring and nurturing and embodying the mother energy, society would be totally different. Okay. And it's not a weakness or anything. It's, moms get stuff done. Okay. If you ever seen like, moms go out and they have a kid, they're taking them here, their soccer practice, making food, cleaning, whatever, they have a lot of strength. Okay. That's what she's talking about, is bringing strength, even Mother Earth, the strength of what it provides for us. Okay. So the loving energy that tends to what you're trying to bloom. Okay. Now, a lot of us were taught to force ourselves through life, to keep pushing, keep performing, keep overextending. But nature doesn't grow that way. A flower blooms because it is nurtured, okay? So we all need that nurturing. And I decided to combine art with Ariel. So it's whenever we draw, doodle, create, it releases something that helps us to feel more calm and relaxed, okay? So let's go ahead and get into the intuitive color exercise. So I want you to gently prepare and ask yourself, okay? You're connecting with your guardian angels, your intuition, and Ariel, and source of all life. What color feels like nurturing you today? So you can just pause on that. What color? Or what color represents the part of me that needs gentleness right now? And if you would like to share the answer, go ahead and share in the comments. Don't force the answer. Just notice what naturally wants to come through. And before we get to the art piece part, I just want to say I'm still honoring mothers of all types in my Etsy shop with a 20% off sale. And I am telling people that the mediumship one is very important. That one seems to be selling a lot around Mother's Day because people want to connect to their mother that passed away, sometimes even their father. So I just wanted to put that out there for people that feel inspired. You can see the link in the description. Now I'm going to tilt the camera to the art piece. So I was going to color, like kind of do a light sketch, but I feel like I'm just going to draw with the brush. And remember, this isn't about it being beautiful or anything. We're grounded in our heart, asking our angels, guides, and Ariel to come in. I'm going to begin painting with color. And instead of trying to make perfect art, I'm just going to let myself respond. Okay? So what part of me needs care right now? And I'm going to use the bigger brush here, and I'm going to use, I feel like I want to do acrylics because usually I would do watercolor, but acrylics don't leak down on the page unless it's extra watery. So here's what they're guiding me to do. I'm not going to force anything. What would happen if I just created space? You don't have to figure everything out today. You can simply nurture what is already trying to grow. So for me, I got blue and silver. So I'm just going to do, this is blue and silver. And I'm just thinking about that color and the emotional energy that wants to come out and be seen. I'm just going back and forth. This is the color I'm being drawn to. And as I'm doing this, I'm just going to tell you guys what I'm thinking about, what's happening for me. So I'm thinking about communication, and that's why the blue came out. The divine is the silver. And also blue, I associate with sky. I associate it with, like water. I associate with emotional waters as well. And so now I'm being guided for yellow and green. So I'm just going to do that as X's, yellow and green. And then I'm going to blend these together. So I'm just having fun playing, bringing in the yellow and green. Next. And I'm not thinking of, it's like sometimes it's just abstract. You're not getting anything. You're not getting like an image of anything. But so this is, when I think about yellow and green, I think about the heart center, and I think about Archangel Raphael, who often comes in and works with me and helps me with my body, mind, and soul. So Raphael is a good one to work with also, that brings in a lot of nurturing color. Now, as I focus on mother energy and mother archetype, they're guiding me more so to use, let's see, red. So I'm going to do the red. And I know that this is acrylics and it's still wet, but I feel like kind of using, kind of drawing it. So I'm just going to do a circle here. Just seeing how I feel, what wants to come out. I think we know what those are. And I'm drawing the little heart inside of there. And so, okay, so I feel like drawing like arms. Let's see, what else are they giving me? So, sometimes it's good to just pause and look at what is around it. So they're giving me, I feel like I'm getting yellow, to use yellow now. And I'm just going to do that around the heart and inside of the body. And what I got for me is the mother energy embodying. So you may get something different. So if you do this exercise, write in the comments what you get or what you picked up while you were watching me. Because I love to hear what other people say, what happens for them during art process. So just adding in that yellow. And I also got like Christ, like Christ light, Christ fire coming in to balance out the masculine and feminine. So I feel still I'm going to continue with the yellow. And I don't know why, but I'm thinking of the fire horse year, because the lady, she's like, I feel like she's full of passion and fire, and she still has more to do, more to show the world than what she currently is. Okay, so I feel like that might be a message for someone that's watching, like they're not doing as much as they could be. Like they have more to give to people or for themselves. So here we go. Let me go over here to, and again, I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm not trying to impress anybody. I might get some hate comments, but you know what? I don't care. I'm doing this for me. I'm doing it for fun. You know what I'm saying? This is all about freedom. And what, like a lot of people are complaining about not having freedom right now in different things. But it's like, if everybody is making fun of each other constantly and, making fun of each other constantly, not allowing people to have their own expression, that's like, take it, and then people are afraid of being themselves because of they're afraid someone's going to record them or make a joke about them or what have you. That's, you got to be you regardless of what's going on and how people are in the world. You have to be you. You have to share that divine spark and essence with people. I kind of feel like covering it up now. So I feel like this is just an example, guys, of, I feel like this isn't finished. But this is just an example of, you know, getting that energy out there. And of course, I have to outline crap. I have to outline everything, so that's kicking in. And let me see. I know this is still wet, Usually you wait for acrylics to dry to do things, but now I feel like I want to do more. So I put a top on her so she's not naked. And now let's see what I want to do with the face. Mother Earth. She kind of looks like she's sleeping. And let's see, anything else? Okay, let's do the heart. Okay, so I think that's pretty much where I might do more with this later and kind of play with it and go a little deeper, but you guys get the idea, okay? And if you try this out for yourself, let me know what you get. So I was guided to end this with a card pull. So this is, again, this is in the link in description. Laura Burns, Archangel Shamuel, Angelic Higher Self, Empowerment card. So let's end this with one of those. And Ariel pulled one from the bottom for us. So this is Ariel's card. So here's the front. And then the back we have is Divine Higher Self. Thank you for helping me to feel grateful for the little things in life and to make a gratitude list daily and look for the positive in people and situations. And it got a little hot air balloon. And what I get also is, this is all about, they told me, if I'm really taking my time making an art piece, I will try to make stuff look perfect. This is all about just emotion, having fun, freeing yourself. And then the last one I'm doing, this one is from Elysian, I don't know how to say it right, Elysian Life Design. Okay, I don't think she's currently doing the cards anymore, but I was guided to do that. So I'm just going to shuffle and see, where do I want to stop? Okay, this is your other takeaway card. I relax as I experience wholeness in my body, and my nervous system is in coherence with my body, mind, and soul. Okay, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and stop here, and take care.